morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, my buddy Cowboys, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Beef Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So let's get open for business and let's wake up the football gods here on Wednesday. It is hump day. It is the middle of the week. The Dallas Cowboys get back out on the field for practice, getting ready for the San Diego Chargers. In effect, they've had kind of a mini bye week, having that game on Thursday night and then not playing until Sunday at 4 o'clock. Couple of notes. La'el Collins is appealing his suspension for 5 games for missing the 7 tests. I think at this point you kind of have to plan on the NFL not doing us any favors. I just kind of have that feeling that when you think about Randy Gregory and dealing with his situation and how long it took before he actually had the opportunity to get back on the field for basically passing the Dutchie from the left-hand side, I just don't see them giving us a break as far as La'el Collins. I just don't. I wish they would, but I just don't see that happening. You know, you have to, as a Dallas Cowboy player, you have to be above and beyond what everybody else does. You just do. It's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Randy Gregory should be able to take his first retest for COVID today. He ended up testing positive 2 days ago, didn't have any signs. If he still does not have any signs, if he takes a test today and passes it, then he'll take another one tomorrow. And if he passes it, then he's good. Or he could take one, he could fail that one today, and then he'd have to wait 48 hours? He just have now. Actually, now in my mind, now I actually have a little bit of a question myself, because if he fails one today, does that mean the clock starts over and it's 48 hours? I don't know. I don't think so, but I think he could take one on Thursday and then on Friday. If those two are fine, even though Wednesday might be bad, he could be back. I think that's how it works, but don't quote me. I will actually find that answer out, and I'll post it in a video later on. So either way, we'll probably be shorthanded. This means Bradley and you definitely are going to get more snaps and an opportunity as well. And, of course, it looks like Terrence Steele is going to be starting at tackle. So look for us doing a lot more 12 personnel, leaving the tight end to help block on the end. Look at Zeke Elliott doing a lot more blocking like he did against Tampa Bay. So here we are. It's week 1. It's in the books. And I want to start looking at where we are right now versus last year. Last year, of course, our defense was horrendous. It was terrible. I mean, we averaged the first 4 games giving up 36.2 points a game. It's not great. Now, you could look at this and say, well, you gave up 31 to Tampa Bay, so you're still ass. But we're talking about the defending Super Bowl champions, with Tom Brady with all kinds of weapons, going against the Dallas Cowboys on the road, Cowboys being on the road, new defensive coordinators, and literally a brand new defense. You got the GOAT. You got the Cowboys defense. The Cowboys defense that ended up being 28th in total defense, which was terrible. And the only reason why we got down to 28 was we got rid of the old guys. We started playing the young pups, and we started playing some real dogs. That first half of the season, we were playing playoff teams. Okay, we were playing the Seattles. We were playing the Rams. We were playing the Browns. Your numbers are going to be a lot worse than when you were playing the 49ers last year, the Giants, and the Eagles, and Cincinnati's. It's just this. The team was playing dogs, and that's why the numbers got better. But I'm going to give you a little bit to be encouraged about, a couple of things. There's a formula that I did, and I wish I had my notes. I write so many things, and I have so many notepads, and somewhere in here I had done the paperwork on it. And I looked back at like the last 15 or 20 Super Bowl champions. And one thing almost all of them have had is 2 categories 2 categories on defense in the top 10. You're like, what? Between scoring defense, total yards, and takeaways. Almost every single Super Bowl winning team over the last 20 years has had 2 of those categories in the top 10. Last year, we weren't anywhere near that on any of them. But I'm going to say that right now, we actually have 2 categories in the top 10 having gone against Tom Brady. 1, takeaways. We're 7th. In fact, in turnover differential, that means takeaways from the defense and losses by your offense combined, we're +3. That statistic alone is major. If you can get takeaways more than your opponent, that's more opportunities for you to score and less opportunities for them. It is literally a game changer. Think about it. Think about you're in the red zone, about to score a touchdown. You're about to get 7 points. I've seen it happen. Give you an example. Kirk Cousins. They got a 1-score lead on the Cowboys. It's late in the 4th quarter. They're in the red zone. They score this touchdown or field goal. It's a 2-score game. Cowboys are out of it. It's not enough time. Kirk Cousins throws an interception in the end zone, keeping them from getting that 2nd score. The Cowboys march down the field, and Alfred Morris runs it in. Game over, Cowboys win. That turnover is the reason Washington lost. Plain and simple. You think about CeeDee Lamb, the 1 turnover that we had, that tip pass. He catches it, it's 1st down. The Cowboys are still moving. At worst case, we bog down and we pump the ball and make them go the length of the field. Instead, New England gets the ball, short field. When the defense isn't ready, the defense is on the sideline looking at, the tablets, trying to figure out what Tom Brady's doing. And all of a sudden you hear, defense, what? Shit, get rid of the gator. Where's my helmet? And you're running out on the field, and that's when big plays happen. The Cowboys are 7th in taking away the football. Number 1 in turnover differential. That's great news. 2nd category. That's actually in the top 10. But this is not total defense. Total defense, we're 26. Not great. But you're going against Tom Brady. But if we break this down, run defense. Quietly, nobody said anything about this, is the fact that the Dallas Cowboys only gave up 52 yards rushing to Tampa Bay. But you look and say, well, because Anthony Brown was just getting beat out there. I'll get you that one. But you think about the Super Bowl where against Kansas City, Tom Brady and crew, they ran the football all over them. It wasn't that Tom Brady had to throw the ball, 400 yards. They ran the football for, I think, over 155 yards. They couldn't stop their run. We gave up 52 yards, which was actually 3rd in the NFL in run stopping. So right now, at the moment, we are 3rd in run stopping defense. We're 7th in takeaways. Now, passing defense, okay, 29th. We got to do better there. And we definitely have to do better at getting more pressure on the quarterback. Now, we all know that Tom Brady has a force field around him called the referees that don't let you get anywhere near him. But if the Cowboys can start putting on more pressure, and they're going to need that this week against San Diego. You could see Washington with their front could not get it on San Diego, and San Diego, Justin Herbert was able to pick them apart. We must get pressure on him. Flat out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And if we don't have Randy Gregory, that hurts some too. But the Cowboys will definitely need to do that. So this is some encouragement for us. And back to the running game, because I know what you're going to say, is because they didn't want to run the football. But here's what's interesting, though. Per attempt, we only gave up 3.7 yards a carry. 3.7 yards per carry. So every time they tried to run the football, they averaged only 3.7, which is 11th in the NFL. That, my friends, is major, major improvement. When we look at our Cowboys up here on the chart, to give you an example, I don't know if you guys can see this. This was last year. We gave up 5.5 yards per carry last year. That's a 1.3 yard per average drop. That, my friends, is really, really good news. And one final note here, back to the takeaways. The first half of the season, we were so bad at taking away the football. How bad were we? The NFL season low at taking away the football, we're talking about fumbles and interceptions in one season, was 7. We were on pace to beat the San Francisco 49ers at 7. We did not get the ball at all the first half of the season. So I can look at this and say, you paid the best team in football. You went toe-to-toe with them, and you had chances. And your numbers got better than where you did from last year. So I look at it and I say the Dallas Cowboys defense is definitely pointing up. With that being said, you know how we roll. It's time to get up out of here.
Folks here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Sports Report.
I'll see you soon.
And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?